A church that sits on the Montgomery-Lowndes County line is just steps away from getting its historical marker. Located in Letohatchee, Big Zion AME Church's history goes back before the Civil War, and it continues to make history today. WSFA 12 News reporter Monet Stevens takes a closer look.
A small church with centuries of history.
Big Zion's roots go back to the 1800s.
Big Zion AME Church has been a staple to the Letohatchee community, with generations of families still attending services today.
As a community, we all got together, and we learned and lived and loved one another at a close-knit family.
Archie Primus Jr. has been a lifelong member of Big Zion. He says his father, who was a minister, made sure he was in the front row every Sunday morning.
I used to call it drug religion because they're going to drag you out the house and bring you to church. We're going to be here every Sunday morning.
Across the street from the church, there used to be a school for black children living in the community that Primus attended prior to the integration of schools. Professor Moses Primus Jr., Archie's relative, started and ran the school for over 4 decades.
We just really got a good moral start there. Teachers make sure you learn. That was the first thing.
The church, the school, and the cemetery are steps away from being on Alabama's historic registry.
My foreparents, they would be amazed to know that, we're taking a step to do this, especially for the church and the school.
As the church marks its history in the past, it continues to make history today under the leadership of the first female pastor.
It's a huge responsibility, but it's really such a joy to know that we get a chance not just to lead, but to lead leaving an imprint in history.
Pastor Shondalyn Elliott says she has a vision for the church.
The plans to complete the application is just a part to the whole of the multiple things that are in store to move Big Zion forward. Though we're in a remote area, there's nothing remote about the ministry. It's not only progressive, but it's innovative, and the fire of God is evident.
While breaking the stereotype that only men can be ministers.
When there's a person who's genuine, and when there's a person who's anointed, and when there's a person with compassion with regard to who they are as an individual, the only thing that matters is those 3 attributes, not whether they're male or whether they're female.
Her congregation stands firmly behind her.
I had that thing about a former preacher, but I have a pastor here now. She changed my whole outlook on everything about that. And I feel like the Lord sent her here for us, and really it has changed our whole dynamic of the church.
Monet Stevens, WSFA 12 News, Letohatchee.
And Pastor Elliott says she plans to hold an event to unveil the historic marker once the church has been added to the registry.